yeah. I mean, it's
echoing the self-sufficiency
yeah.
of the
You can
the
see the
works
wind.
themselves.
The wind will just turn it round.
Yeah,
When the wind blows, it'll just rotate.
I see.
And they should just grow there. They should.
You seem to have a pattern established there. As that grows, will it retain the pattern, or
It would need some maintenance to maintain the spiral that goes inward. But that's okay. That's part of the idea of super sustainability. Just come along and take the pieces off that are needed to take off to retain the integrity of the shape, and use that for a new work.
I see.
Find another bicycle wheel.
So Lloyd, you talked about the idea of suspension within your sculpture, and here we have another piece, a spiral suspended. Are these flowers I can see coming off of the tillandsias?
Yes, they're spent flowers, and in fact some of the integrity of the shape has been changed because I've taken plants off that have got viable seed to get them growing. But this spiral has been up for about 3 years, and it actually went through the heat wave we had for the big Black Saturday fire. So it's been through nearly 47 degrees.
Really?
And it can
sustain that level.
It can sustain that kind of lower level of heat and dryness. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas most plants obviously would suffer or if not die out in that heat.
Well, certainly with no roots or water. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But again, this is really more of an experiment. I mean, what I'm playing with here is just to see what the plants will actually do. And say at some point I'll probably take the plants off and make a much more credible work.
I see.
So
was this the first sculpture you did? The first using bromeliads?
I wouldn't say the first, but one of the first in this environment. Yes.
I see. So Lloyd, as a lot of the pieces you're working on are suspended, presumably with the sun moving, they create shadows at different times during the day?
Yes, exactly. That is actually part of the work. Man Ray produced some little sculptures that materialised as photographs where it was an egg beater, the combination of an egg beater and a shadow. And that's exactly what takes place with some of these works. If they're suspended as the sun moves across the sky, it casts a shadow from the work, a spiral or the bicycle wheel or something like this, and that shadow moves across projects onto the ground and moves across the ground during the day. That's part of the work as well, is that play of light and shadow.
So the work moves not only with the wind and with the elements, but with the sunlight. The shadow is part of the work.
Absolutely.
It means that the work is constantly evolving and changing.
Yeah, well that's again the connection with the idea of light and shadow and photosynthesis and things like that.
I see, yes. And photography.
Yes, well the word photography actually means drawing with light.
Oh, right.
And of course if you're drawing with light, it also indirectly implies shadow.
So
because if you only have light, you have nothing, and you need a shadow to play the light against. So
it's photography in its most literal sense.
Yes, it goes right back to the ancient Greeks.
Yeah.
Aristotle was one of the first people to note the pinhole camera, and Archimedes noted the process of light sensitivity.
Right. So photography goes back a lot further than we
much further
initially conceived.
Much further, yes. And you know, I've been very fascinated with those ideas.
So in a sense, Lloyd, the plants, the bromeliads and the tillandsias, have become a part of your life and a part of your work within your life.
Well, they have to be, because when in effect the medium you're working with, you have to not only create it, you actually have to keep it alive.
Yeah.
So it becomes, it just becomes something that you do. It's like the watering system that I use, I suppose, becomes like a daily meditation.
I see.
And it's that sort of connection that I have with the plants. It's a very intimate and close connection. What I'm doing with the plants is actually watering them in a way that actually makes them grow faster, because I want them to grow fast. They don't necessarily need that to grow or stay alive, but it will make them grow faster, and I'm trying to do that so I can progress the whole project.
So it's a very unique way for an artist to be responding to the materials he's using. An artist would generally go and uncap a pot of paint or come upon some clay and start working with it, but it's actually inbuilt into your habit and your way of life now.
It is.
To visit these plants every day.
Almost an ongoing performance work.
Yes, yeah.